Brutality hides a bigger purpose. Recycling in motion. Crushers break down wood, metal, and stone into reusable resources, showing that destruction today can mean sustainability tomorrow. Industry and environment collide here. Minivans and SUVs are engineered with reinforced steel frames to shield passengers. Yet under the crushing grip of hydraulic jaws with hundreds of tons of force, they collapse into flat scrap. A testament to advanced crushing technology, efficient, safe, and producing industrial-grade recycled steel. Once a symbol of carrying children to school each day, the yellow bus now lies within the jaws of a massive crusher. Steel snaps, the frame collapses like a defeated giant. Yet this destruction is not an ending. It marks the opening chapter of metal's endless cycle of rebirth. The crunch of steel echoes, the car's frame collapses, and in seconds, a sleek sedan becomes a solid cube of metal. It feels like an ending, yet it's the start of something new. From scrap steel, it will rise again, as buildings, bridges, or even another car. Destruction is only the first step toward rebirth.
A few moments later.
Watching Mezzo 130 crush limestone at 600 TPH reminds old quarry hands of machines that never quit. This beast turns boulders into manageable feed, saving hours of manual work. Experience says strong equipment reduces risk and increases worker confidence. Watching a refrigerator crushed triggers something primal, seeing a symbol of home dismantled. It reminds us that even familiar things have life cycles. Humans resist change, but machines like the M120 show that endings can also mark powerful beginnings. Predator baler crushes 2 cars in under 60 seconds, pushing 400 tons per shift. Its semi-mobile design saves transport costs while maximizing efficiency. Any engineer knows this blend of torque, hydraulic force, and portability sets a gold standard in scrap handling. That old bumper carried thousands of highway miles, dents from careless parking, scratches from storms. Now, inside 4X Shredder, it meets its next chapter. Every crushed piece becomes part of tomorrow's product. Its story doesn't end. It simply changes roles. As the T-130 moves, its 13-ton kinetic energy channels into the tracks, generating immense pressure, thousands of kg The MB-190, despite its sturdy frame, fractures through plastic deformation. A real-world lesson. Energy is never lost, only transformed. Every tire shredded by the IDM TS200 saves landfill space and converts rubber into valuable resale material. Companies avoid high disposal fees, while recyclers profit from new market streams. In today's economy, machines like this turn heavy waste into pure financial opportunity. The Lefort shear baler packs vertical 200 tons of cutting force, hydraulic precision, and Belgian steel engineering. It slices beams like butter while compressing scrap into dense bales. That combination of torque and control keeps yards efficient and profitable. Every crushed load cuts transport costs nearly in half, since dense scrap needs fewer trips. In India's booming metal market, these savings ripple into profits. Shredders aren't just machines. They're economic engines turning waste into business advantage across industries. Mixed waste is a nightmare for landfills, yet the 5E shredder reduces contamination by 60%. Cleaner streams mean fewer toxins leaking into soil. Investing in such systems isn't just economics, it's about passing down safer ground for the next generation. Man, this shredder looks like a giant snack machine for metal and tires. Just feed it some junk and watch it munch with unstoppable appetite. Wild to think destruction can actually bring laughter, recycling, and a cleaner world all at once. The Python XL shredder tackles pallets up to 1,300 3,000 mi with dual shafts delivering relentless torque. Built in the Netherlands, it processes wood, cardboard, and e-waste. That compact design means lower transport costs and maximized recycling value. Efficiency meets sustainability. The sturdy drum opens as easily as a giant sardine can. A scene both powerful and humorous, showing machines conquering steel, used to see abandoned fridges rusting behind houses. Now they vanish in minutes under dual shafts, recycled into rebar for bridges. Progress feels surreal. Junk once forgotten now literally becomes the foundation of tomorrow's highways. Watching the Irako 75 chew through bottles feels like Hulk went vegan and started recycling. Those twin shafts don't snack, they devour. Every crunch saves landfill space. And hey, maybe that crushed soda bottle will return as your next car bumper. The giant log, once a boss of the forest, ends up crushed like a matchstick. Both funny and real, it proves excavators are the true heavyweight fighters of the worksite. The Gusella Backer SCE scrap handler delivers precise hydraulics with 360-degree rotation, making car lifting effortless. Paired with the Bronneberg Rotor RR5 ELV baler, it compresses end-of-life vehicles into dense blocks, maximizing recycling yield and dramatically reducing waste volume. Ulster shredders are engineered in Northern Ireland using dual-shaft cutters with up to 80,000 Nm torque. That's raw momentum turning bulky pallets into chips. Efficiency here is measured not in minutes saved, but in dollars recovered from recycled wood and fabric. The Genesis shear, mounted on a Komatsu excavator, slices through thick steel beams with 200 tons of cutting force. That hydraulic precision makes demolition safer and faster, proving how engineering transforms heavy scrap into manageable pieces for recycling profit. What's fascinating is how the Comet HP maintains such power without tearing itself apart. Reinforced casing must absorb insane vibrations. I wonder how much torque those dual blades generate. It's probably more than a mid-sized truck engine. The kinetic energy generated by the internal combustion engine is transmitted through the belt to the pulley system, transforming it into a stable rotational motion. From there, the gearbox and transmission mechanism convert this rotation into the linear force of the pressing piston, creating immense pressure on the log. The way this shredder tears through solid wood wardrobes is jaw-dropping. With torque hitting 1/200 Nm, no panel stands a chance. It's impressive seeing raw mechanical force so controlled, chaos shaped into uniform chips, turning furniture waste into profitable resources. Seeing the HS-150 work reminds me of old quarry sites where massive rigs dominated. Now, compact excavators like the E08 achieve the same task with finesse. It's evolution, machines shrinking in size, but growing in reliability and human convenience. This 800-ton hydraulic scrap shear isn't just muscle, it's precision engineering. The welded steel box frame holds stability under massive stress. Spherical cylinder joints reduce wear, extending lifespan. That's why foundries and recycling yards rely on machines like this every day. Never thought a clamp could feel this advanced. The Sonorol unit balances raw force with finesse, grabbing fragile straw bales without tearing them. Seeing a heavy machine handle delicacy this well really changes how you think about farm technology today. How much energy does the Terminator 3400S consume while crushing tons of industrial plastic daily? With 340 horsepower at work, efficiency matters. If recycling saves energy downstream, maybe the real question is, can these machines cut costs while saving Earth? Watch the steel teeth bite into rubber, once designed to land a 200-ton jet. Every rip echoes aviation history while showing humanity's grip on raw power. Destruction feels cinematic here. Controlled chaos transforming danger into fragments ready for tomorrow's industries. This industrial wood chipper uses a heavy-duty diesel engine, transmitting power through the PTO shaft to the flywheel and cutting blades. With immense kinetic energy, it processes entire wood piles in minutes, far beyond the capacity of homemade machines. Years on the yard teach respect. Polaris cuts any bale, straight, cross, or round without jamming. The reinforced blades save hours of downtime. Workers appreciate not just the strength, but the safety features that keep hands clear while machines chew through bundles. This Liebherr runs a powerful diesel engine, channeling energy through hydraulic pumps to generate hundreds of bars of pressure for the shear head. Kinetic energy becomes linear momentum strong enough to cut thick steel, far beyond what DIY machines could achieve. Here stands the Granulating 1270, a Dutch-built beast of steel. Its 120 HP engine hums, hydraulic arms grind mercilessly, and every stubborn root meets its end. This is not destruction for chaos. It is controlled power, turning obstacles into pathways for tomorrow's growth. Decades ago, scrap tires stacked up like black mountains, catching fire and burning for weeks. Seeing the PI 3000 grind them safely into clean granules feels almost unreal. Progress like this shows how far recycling has traveled since the dirty old days. E-Scrap dual-shaft shredder, designed in Germany, delivers 75 kW of continuous power with hardened steel cutters. Its slow-speed, high-torque design cuts dust, boosts efficiency, and ensures stable throughput for electronic waste recycling plants worldwide. A tank's tracks don't just roll over the surface, they concentrate massive weight on tiny contact points. When the Nissan is pressed under this pressure, stress points crack and spread through the frame. The tank doesn't need speed to crush. Its weight distribution and track design alone cut through steel. A vivid physics lesson on pressure and force distribution. Branneberg's Dutch car flattener runs a 110 kV hydraulic system, delivering crushing forces beyond 150 tons. Its hardened steel plates withstand extreme torque, compressing cars to 30 submotor slabs. Compared with US EPA standards, the design ensures consistent performance, energy efficiency, and lower maintenance versus outdated presses. Watching barrels collapse under those rotating jaws triggers strange emotions. Fear at raw power, awe at engineering, and that oddly satisfying chill when chaos turns orderly. Humans can't resist the spectacle of destruction reshaped into precision recycling. In the past, scrapyards relied on hydraulic presses. Today, twin-shaft shredders changed everything. They don't just compress, but rip materials into small pieces. Smaller fragments mean higher recycling efficiency, easier to separate and melt. The Petzolato PTH 1200-1000M, powered by a 700 HP Scania DC-16, chews logs up to 700 mm with a 1000 mm drum. Its 1200 mm feed chain ensures constant flow, delivering 183 per hour. Compared with industry standards, torque stability and hydraulic efficiency are world-class. Every crushed aluminum roll in M160 mirrors life's cycle. Something solid breaks apart, only to be reborn into new form. This machine doesn't just destroy, it teaches that endings concede beginnings, where pressure and force carve paths toward renewal. When tons of steel drop onto the Opel Kadett C, gravitational potential energy converts into kinetic impact energy. The concentrated pressure at contact points flattens the car's thin frame instantly. It's a perfect example of how mass and acceleration combine to create crushing force far beyond the strength of thin steel. Many assume speed alone determines destructive force, but in reality, kinetic energy depends on both mass and velocity.
Well, hell yeah.
A bulldozer weighing tens of tons, moving just a few km/h, can exert far greater pressure than a light truck at high speed. It's a vivid, real-life lesson in physics. The Mezzo and our Intanos 6 uses slow-turning dual shafts with massive torque, crushing appliances without high speed. Few know its hardened steel blades are self-cleaning, reducing jams. That's why this industrial shredder runs steadily for hours without losing efficiency. Few realize a mid-sized sedan is over 65% steel, with the rest aluminum, plastics, and glass. Once crushed, steel goes to metallurgy, aluminum to aviation, and plastics into recycled fuels. Every crushing blow reminds us of the resource cycle, turning waste into valuable material again. A Blue Devil shredder costs nearly $750,000, but operational savings offset the price. By reducing tire volume early, recycling plants recover steel belts, rubber powder, and fibers worth thousands monthly. In a global market chasing green profits, this Italian machine earns its keep quickly. When a metal sheet drops, its kinetic energy combines with the rotor's spin to create massive pressure. Many think the machine relies on high speed, but in reality, it's the weight of the blades and the spacing between them that determine the destructive force. In the past, aluminum was rarer than gold, reserved for royalty.
Big motherfucker.
Today, thanks to recycling, millions of car rims are melted and reborn every year, proving that true value lies not in scarcity, but in how humans utilize and regenerate materials. Comtech Axter 8012 packs 800 HP with torque that chews cottonwood stumps like paper. Its high-strength blades, rotating at controlled RPM, cut consistently, while hydraulic drive keeps pressure steady. Compared to standard 500 HP shredders, this Austrian beast simply sets a higher benchmark. Imagine the next RS series equipped with AI sensors, predicting jams and adjusting torque in real time. Add robotic arms feeding material plus green energy motors. Recycling plants will become autonomous ecosystems where machines not only shred, but think smartly. The M&J 4000 resembles an industrial shark. Its 8 jaws bite steadily, tearing sheets like prey. Torque replaces muscle. Steel replaces teeth. Just as predators keep ecosystems balanced, this shredder keeps recycling cycles flowing, ensuring resources circle back instead of drowning landfills. The Cat 826H crawls like an iron beast, jaws replaced by spiked wheels that chew mountains of waste. It's the landfill's own volcano, slow, unstoppable, reshaping the ground with every pass. Nature has earthquakes. Industry has this compactor. The SSI dual shear M85 packs twin shafts with torque hitting 40,000 FTLBs, driven by a 150 HP motor. Its hardened alloy cutters slice through dense book blocks like butter. Compared to standard shredders, its hydraulic control ensures steady force without choking under load. That pallet stood sturdy once, but nothing can resist determination backed by 350 horses of power. The Hamel proves obstacles aren't permanent, they're breakable. Watching wood crumble reminds us, with strength, persistence, and the right tools, no barrier can stand forever. This shredder chomps plastic faster than a kid crushes candy on Halloween. Four shafts spinning like mechanical jaws, and barrels don't stand a chance. It's basically the industrial cousin of Cookie Monster, only hungrier and definitely scarier. Somebody cue the laugh track. The Haas Tyron 2500 packs dual shafts with independent reverse, avoiding overload while hitting 230 mattresses per hour. With hydraulic valves controlling pressure flow, the system prevents gearbox failures. Recommended cutting discs 7.7 or 9.9, shrink output size to 0.05 site. German engineering at its finest. Industrial shredders demand strict caution. Loose clothing, sparks from staples, or sudden jams can injure operators. Safety glasses, gloves, and emergency stops are mandatory. Every warning sticker on an RS-40 reminds workers, respect the machine, respect your life. Comtech's 800 HP shredder delivers 2,400 Nm torque, spinning massive cutting drums at 38 RPM. Hardened steel knives chew through dense straw bales effortlessly, backed by a hydraulic drive that outperforms typical 600 HP benchmarks. German precision makes recycling unstoppable. Every steel bar recycled reduces the need for new iron ore mining, preventing soil erosion and protecting forests. Few know that steel recycling also helps cut millions of tons of CO2 emissions globally each year, making it vital for the planet. The RS-60 proves that no obstacle is unbreakable. Even the toughest hard drives surrender under steady force. Life throws barriers, but persistence crushes them just like these cutters. Strength isn't loud, it's consistent, relentless, and always finds a way through resistance. Watching Bono crush cars reminds that obstacles are just pressure tests. Steel bends, bolts snap, yet transformation follows. If metal can endure shredding to be reborn stronger, people too can face trials and emerge sharper, more valuable than before. Imagine a BR200S wired with AI, sensors predicting jams, robots feeding material, and smart hydraulics reducing diesel burn. Future shredders won't just crush, they'll analyze, adapt, and save energy. Recycling plants may look more like tech labs than scrapyards soon. The Drake 16 Hammers shredder from Bonfiglioli, USA runs a 1,200 HP diesel engine, producing nearly 4,000 Nordbinner's torque. Its hardened alloy steel hammers rotate at 38 RPM, crushing cars into fist-sized chunks. Industrial design meets unmatched durability, setting benchmarks in recycling. The Indeco IRP 850 rips concrete like a hurricane uprooting trees. Its jaws slam with the rhythm of earthquakes, leaving rubble like volcanic ash. Watching it work is like seeing nature's fury, only forged into steel and controlled by human hands. Machines like Metso 6000 are unforgiving. One misstep near rotating shafts can mean injury. Workers wear reinforced gloves, helmets, and ear protection. Past incidents of flying debris remind everyone, safety gear isn't optional, It's the line between risk and control. From the operator's seat, the Portafil 3000 ST feels alive. The rumble beneath your boots, the mesh vibrating like a heartbeat. Each lever pull sends gravel dancing. You're not just running a screener, you're orchestrating a symphony where Earth itself provides the instruments. The AZ50 HD proves no barrier is too tough. IBC tanks crumble, steel frames twist, and still the machine pushes on. It's a reminder, obstacles in life aren't walls, but materials to reshape. With persistence, even the hardest challenges break into manageable pieces. Watching Lion Shredder rip stone apart feels like standing near a thunderstorm, scary yet addictive. The crushing noise rattles nerves, but the strange satisfaction makes you stay until every last chunk turns into fine powder. A radiator once cooled engines, now crushed into fragments, reborn as raw copper and aluminum. Destruction is not the end, it's transformation. These machines remind us that even endings create beginnings in industry and in life. VB450 DK Duo runs with twin hydraulic drives pushing around 450 horsepower and torque near the 800 Nm. Its cutting shafts use hardened German steel, rotating at 32 RPM, exceeding mid-range industry standards for wood shredding efficiency and durability. Even with only 10 HP, the Ulster U7 can snap steel cans. Workers near its shafts face risks from flying fragments or hydraulic leaks. Safety gloves, goggles, and strict training transform danger into manageable discipline inside recycling facilities worldwide. This is industry at full scale. Giant crushers turning chaos into resources. Show your support by hitting like, subscribe, and the bell. And if you have any questions about these massive beasts, drop them in the comments below.